podcast ever started without a sip of alcohol. That's what I say, but you're too young for that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You still have a few more years before you get there. The first official episode of Pick It and Flick It. A podcast where two guys sit down and try to tell you if a video is good or not in their opinion.
You mean a movie?
Yep.
You already messed it up.
It's all right.
We're already off.
That's the best part about it, because our personalities are going to flow right out of this.
That's okay. I almost said flick it and pick it, so I'm glad you took charge on that one.
My name is Vox, and I am here with my trusty sidekick, Luke.
Hello.
And this is your first podcast as well.
Ever.
That's crazy to me, due to your background.
Yeah, I make videos.
You make, not movies.
I used to do that, but those were bad. So I figured
I want to see one of your movies now.
So I figured what can I do that involves these things? I can talk about other people's movies.
There you go. And how's that working for you?
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah?
It's coming along.
Are you going to do a really shady plug right here or no?
Oh, yeah, my channel's called Confused Reviews.
Oh.
Feel free to watch it or don't.
or just not.
Or you're a free person. You know, I'm not forcing you.
You just stay here and listen to us, and that's cool.
Or don't do that either. You know, keep living your life.
I wouldn't be mad. I really wouldn't.
Who knows how this is going to work?
It's just going to be fun, you know? It's going to be fun.
This might be a floating disaster.
I think one of the first, obviously this will be the first, but I think one of the first movies that we are going to review is an important one. Because we are both horror fans.
I am.
I mean, I think you're a little bit more of a horror fan than I am, and I'm like really into Halloween.
Uh-huh.
But Child's Play.
Yes.
2019.
The remake.
The
reboot. The reimagining.
It's not a remake. It's a reboot.
It's like it's.
Can we decipher that real quick? Is this a remake or a reboot?
What's the difference?
I think a remake is like within the same like universe.
Because I'm thinking like a remake is something like Rob Zombie's Halloween, where like the last half of the movie is just almost shot for shot.
Yeah, so that would definitely be.
And
a
I
remake.
would say this is a reboot because
I agree.
It's different enough where if you changed like the title, it would probably be its own thing.
I think that if a movie is in the same like realm of, like just like you said, the shot for shot thing, or like a Texas Chainsaw, where it's kind of in the same like universe ish, that's a remake, and that's air conditioning.
We got to stay cool.
I don't know if you can hear that on the recording or not.
I don't either.
But we're gonna find out.
If you can, you're welcome.
We're keeping it cool down here. It's 90 degrees right now.
Too cool for school.
I guess the first thing we should go into after establishing that is, what are your thoughts on this?
I think at the current moment, because my opinion tends to change.
Mine does too, and that's why I'm kind of worried about how if we're gonna record our opinions on video.
And then tomorrow I'm just like, you know what?
I fucking hated this movie.
At the current moment, I think it was pretty good.
Okay.
It wasn't great.
Yeah.
There were things I liked.
I'm on board.
And there were things I really didn't like.
I'm also on board.
I thought it was very solid in some areas, but there were some things I was thinking, did a monkey with glasses on make this happen?
So I just want to begin literally by saying, who thought it was a good idea to make a child's toy have parameters on what it can and can't do and allow them to be turned off?
That's what I was thinking about, because at first I thought it was a really good idea. Okay. But then I got to thinking, and I was thinking, why the fuck would a company, which I think if we're using our brain,
modern times,
it's an Apple-esque company.
I was just saying the same thing, or Alexa.
Sorry if we just set yours off.
Oh, true.
But an Apple-esque company, there's no way in fuck that their shitty, dumpy little Vietnamese sweatshop factory would have this low-ranking employee
who
have the
homeless.
ability to turn that stuff off right there.
I agree. I agree, but I just
it just doesn't make sense.
Because the guy, and mind you, this is spoilers. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it's the first scene of the movie.
Huge spoiler, so let's just throw this out there.
So go see it or don't.
And just listen to us. That's fine.
Like, yeah.
I can't imagine that a supervisor who literally says, go back to the streets to an employee, that employee would have the proper amount of training to program a doll.
Right.
Like, what?
Not like I could understand him like programming the eyes or like the basic functions, that might make sense. Okay, because like
That's like plug and play stuff.
right, because
Yeah.
who doesn't know how to work their way around a phone these days? But the fact that they have this ability where it's never checked again once it's past this guy to somehow turn off whether or not this doll's going to go rogue and start stabbing people if you tell it to.
I didn't think that him jumping off the roof either was like, I don't know. It looks like they were on like a Windows 1.
It looked like a Windows Visa.
It didn't even look like Windows 98. It was before that. It was green and green.
It looked like a Game Boy screen.
Worse than a Game Boy screen. I think the Game Boy had more power than that thing.
You think it
Yeah.
ran on more than 4 AA's?
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't know at this point. If you're going into this movie thinking that it is a horror film,
Kind of.
I don't think it was a horror film.
Well, I mean, you got to think. Child's Play as a concept. I'd say the first movie did it really well in a lot of ways. Second one kind of started to slum it down.
So you're
but
way bigger of a Child's Play fan.
I
than
almost
am.
to where it's kind of scary.
See, the last one that I saw was Bride of Chucky,
Oh,
and I've only the
yeah.
one before that was number 1,
Was-
the Child's Play one.
Oh, you're talking about what you've seen.
What I've seen 1 and I've seen Bride. Like I haven't seen
What a dip.
2 and 3. Yeah.
Okay,
So
because
very very
For
confused.
me personally, I think the second one's my favorite. Okay,
Is that the
'cause
military one?
No, that's the third one.
Okay.
Which is also very underrated. We'll probably do an episode on that someday.
Okay, that's fine.
I've already done a review on that.
I know.
Shameless
I know,
plug.
I know.
Um,
Yeah, go check that out.
go watch that. I rewatched that video actually in preparation for the new one.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think that video holds up.
Yeah?
Fairly okay.
How many views that's got?
Almost 2,000. I
Okay.
think. So
All right.
It's,
So you're chugging through.
It's trucking along.
All right, beautiful.
But first one, really effective, really scary. Still has a lot going for it.
Yeah.
Second one, it's kind of dipped in the scares department, but the entertainment value's through the roof.
Okay.
3,
Is that the one where he gets his face chopped off?
3 is the one where his
the
face
one.
gets
Yeah,
sliced
okay,
off.
all right, all right.
3's got a lot going on for it too. I think it's got some things that kind of could have been reworked a little, but
Yeah.
it's still decent. Then Bride comes along, and all the scares are thrown out the window.
Because it's a comedy at that point.
It's basically an SNL skit with a ginger doll. Okay?
Oh my god.
The Seed of Chucky can fuck itself right to hell. Okay, we're not even gonna get into that yet. 6 was okay. Curse of Chucky.
Yeah.
It got back on track.
Okay.
It was like you derailed the train, it blew up, everyone's dead, but then you put the last coach back on the rails. Is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
They were going in the right direction. Then Cult came out, and some guy just came out and threw a grenade into that coach, and it just blew up.
So wait, it goes Bride, then Seed,
Yes.
then Curse,
Yes.
then Cult.
And then the remake.
Oh my.
But then Don Mancini is making a TV series continuing from Cult.
Now I'm just exhausted.
I feel like I need a nap after explaining that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
If imagine someone who's never seen a Child's Play movie just listen to that rant.
Yeah, that'd be
They're like taking notes in their room, just
trying
like,
to draw a
"Fuck, what's going
timeline.
on?"
What's happening? I think that they were on a little bit of the right path with like the techno phobias of having an AI take over.
That's the thing is, I was hoping for more AI shenanigans because that was the concept that when I heard it, a lot of people were saying they didn't like, but that was the thing that had me most excited.
Because if you have a AI that connects to your entire house, like, I mean,
Because that's a real thing.
and they become self-aware, I mean, we're in trouble.
Like that's the thing is like Elon Musk is talking about that sort of thing. Like,
Right.
we need to slow down, stop. And this movie is another reason it's like, hey, don't do that.
Yeah. However, I think that it doesn't hold. It doesn't hold up against the original Child's Play.
No. I had no expectations for it to stand up to that Titan.
See, I guess I kind of did.
Okay.
So
Well, that was stupid.
I know, and that is, I guess that's my fault because I did the same thing with Texas Chainsaw, the remake.
Yeah, that was a
reboot.
That was a pile of turds.
I was just frustrated by the end of that movie, but at this point, I'm kind of like, what was scared the shit out of me as a kid about Child's Play, and I think many others. It's kind of sacrilegious. It's kind of satanic, in my opinion.
It is.
A soul of a killer
Serial killer.
gets put into a doll.
The Lakeshore Strangler, if you will.
Seriously? And then now we have an AI that's just listening to people say fuck and watching Texas Chainsaw 2.
And that's the thing is like for
Stabby.
up until like the last 5 minutes of the movie, he was doing that because he thought that's what Andy wanted.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
And like on paper, that kind of makes sense. I thought it,
nah.
but thinking back on it, giving it a night to rest on, I didn't really care for it.
So the other thing that I thought was kind of lackluster, I guess is a good word to say. The first half of this movie was a comedy.
Yes.
I mean, there was so many, and I was enjoying it. I was enjoying
Yes.
it as a comedy. I was like, this is funny. Like, Mark Hamill's voice is hilarious coming out of this ugly
April
ass little
Ludgate
doll.
is in it as the most sarcastic mom potentially ever.
April
And,
Ludgate?
That's Aubrey Plaza's name in Parks and Recreation.
Oh, yes. I never watched Parks and Rec. I'm an Office guy. But.
So am I, but...
You know what my problem with her, and we'll hit that in a minute. Let's finish this thought.
Okay.
I think that if they would have kept going with kind of like the funny slasher, this movie would have been okay towards the end.
Yes.
After the first half of this movie, it kind of went off the rails.
It did.
Because now they're trying to decide, well, he's supposed to be a killer, so we have to make him like this murdering bad guy. And I went from laughing at the motherfucker, making faces at the dumbass stepdad, to him now cutting his head off with a rototiller or whatever.
Which I think the scariest part of the movie for me is when he was showing Chucky how to make his face look scary. Because a lot of people have been shitting on his new look. And while I think it's perfectly justified and the jokes that are coming out of it are fantastic.
Do you like his new look?
I kind of do.
Do you?
Not because I think it's something that I would ever buy, because if I saw that in the store, I'd be out of there.
Yeah,
I'd
goddamn,
say,
I'm out.
fuck all that. But then again, people are buying Alexas like they're candy, and I will not buy one of those.
See, I have two, but I've never turned them on.
That's good. Don't do that.
I have one that's in the shape of a ghost.
I mean, our phones are already listening to us all day, every day. Anyway.
You're right.
But the fact that he looked so unsettling, he's like right in the middle of that uncanny valley.
Yep.
That he honestly made me uncomfortable. And on my drive home from the theater, I was kind of disturbed. I was like looking around, waiting for some fucking creepy-ass AI doll to run out into the street. And I haven't felt anything like that probably since I saw the first Child's Play. So it has my respect in that regard, I think.
As far as the look, I think, again, if you're going into it looking at it as a horror flick and you have a doll phobia, which my buddy Mark does, I don't know. He's kind of creepy looking, you know?
He is. He's unsettling.
If you go into it looking at like this is going to be a reboot and look just like the old Chucky, you're gonna be disappointed because
it's not a
know.
straight up slasher at all.
I feel like even though the Chucky with the stitches on his face, that version of him,
I hate that look of Chucky.
I know, but that version of him, like I would want to buy that over the new Buddy.
And that's fair. Yeah. But I have a very big disdain for the Bride of Chucky onward look for Chucky. He just
Who staples a face together?
Well, I mean, they did that because his body got shredded at the end of 3.
Right.
Which makes sense, but like I didn't want to look at that one, and I sure as hell don't want to look at this new one.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I think that Aubrey Plaza's performance was very poor in this movie.
Really? I thought she was probably the best in the movie.
I'm like strangely attracted to her.
She is one of those strangely attractive people.
You know, and I never watched Parks and Rec.
You should. I've been watching it.
Yeah.
I'm about halfway through the 4th season. I'm really digging it. It's not as good as The Office, but is anything.
My girlfriend likes it a lot.
It's pretty good.
But at the same time, like she has this kind of like, and this is, I'm going to reference this and I forget who I heard say it, but they have like she has a wide-eyed mouth breather like look about her. And I just can't get over that in this movie. Like she looks dumb.
I mean, because she seems to me like a millennial mother. She's very sarcastic. She's a working mom, and she's trying to do her best. And she basically got Chucky as a joke, because they even say in the movie, it's like, oh, we know it's for little kids. The new one's coming out. This is obsolete, but I got it for free because I blackmailed my manager into not telling his wife that he's a cheating piece of shit.
Right. And the other thing that kind of gets me with it, when especially near with the introduction of Chucky, is like they forced the name on us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Because he said what, Han Solo?
Yeah, he's
like, what do you want my name to be? And he was like, Han Solo. And he goes, Chucky?
Yeah. And it's like, really?
Maybe that was his dad's name, was Chucky, or like Andy's dad, because you know his dad's gone.
But I don't think it was.
No, I'm saying that's what I would do if I was writing it.
Okay.
Like maybe make that his dad's name, or I don't know, the fucking TV's on and some commercial for something called
that
Chucky.
would make more sense.
I feel like that was really lazy.
Yeah.
Like there were easy fixes. Like I think it was his dad's name. It means something to him. That's why he wants to keep Chucky around. I'm just throwing ideas out here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like him saying Han Solo, just for him to say Chucky was kind of.
Yeah, it wasn't the way I wanted it to go at all.
No.
The other thing that I kind of got a little disappointed in, there wasn't that many murders, man.
No, the best kill in the movie was the first one.
That was the only kill in the movie, if you want my opinion.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And even then, it didn't make any fucking sense. So we have
who has a watermelon field in their backyard
in the middle of December.
Was it in the middle of December? Because there was no snow.
It was not in the middle of December.
But he was
later
taking
on.
down Christmas
He was taking
lights.
down. It was in
so
the
it was
winter.
probably like January.
Yeah, it was in the winter.
But who has freshly picked watermelons?
Dude, I don't know. That whole scene is just messed up the more I think about it. And to be honest with you,
I'm kind of starting to hate this movie.
I
now
know.
That we're talking about it.
Like how did Chucky even get there? How did he get there?
He got on the truck. There was a scene where he got in his truck and
must
you
have been
heard
a time where I'm like,
doo, doo, and you
okay.
could hear him in the back. Which I don't know about you, but if something got
Oh,
on
you know
my
what?
car,
I do
I'd
remember
go
that.
out and check.
Yeah.
I
Because
wouldn't
he was
just
like
go-
raccoons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I do remember that.
But even who the fuck wants a raccoon in the back of their truck?
Right?
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. And the other thing is, he's smart. This AI doll is smart enough to know to turn on a rototiller. You know, I can get okay. He learned to stab because he was watching a movie.
Right.
I can get that.
Which was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Which was a joke.
Which was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a joke.
No
though.
kid these days are watching Texas Chainsaw 2. I know that for a fact.
You're right.
But the fact that it was in there, I thought was great.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Good head nod to that one.
Yeah, tip the cap to it. But did you see in what was the fat kid's name?
Sure.
That guy?
Yeah.
In his room was a poster for Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes.
And then I was watching Red Letter Media's video on this.
Shout out.
Well, obviously.
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
they've inspired us all. There was a Poltergeist 3 poster in his room as well, which I didn't see.
Oh,
but
yeah?
they said it was there, which what the fuck? What 14-year-old has that?
I mean, honestly though, you're the type of kid that I think would have that.
And even I wouldn't. Even I would have had the first Poltergeist.
Yeah, my parents were
If
never
anything.
like, you shouldn't, they were like, you shouldn't be putting that up on your wall. Like, I couldn't even have band posters on my wall.
Right.
But if my kid, and they like a really bad cult classic movie, like, go ahead, slap that bad boy up on your
But
wall.
like I don't see that kid who is very random in his motivations, I think. I don't see that fat kid going up to his mom and saying, "Hey mom, do you want to give me your credit card so I can buy a Killer Clowns from Outer Space
Yes.
poster?"
Didn't that movie just turn like 35 or something stupid like
Probably.
that? Yeah.
There's a sequel that's been floating around.
Is it real? Or is it being filmed?
They've been saying that since like 2008, so I don't
okay.
know.
All right.
It's
So
like
no, it's not real.
It
Got it.
might be.
Internet's lying to you.
I don't know.
I think that I just think that if a Chucky doll is smart enough to turn on a rototiller, we have bigger problems on our hands.
Was that part of the Caslin products?
I don't know.
Do they just make everything that the plot needs it to?
Like, yeah, I guess so. You know what? We're on these kids topic. These kids are a fucking stereotype, man.
It was like Stranger Things, The Goonies, because that's
like,
big right now.
Like kids that shouldn't belong together are like together, and I don't care much about that.
Then again, that's been a trope in horror movies for a long time.
Yeah, but break away from that.
I think it's Elm Street 4 or 5. It's like a jock, a black swimmer, the pretty girl, a workout chick are all friends, and like a comic book guy. Yeah, this is part 5. They're all friends with each other, and it doesn't make any sense. I might be blending a few of the Elm Street sequels together.
I don't know, man. Elm
but
Street's so far out of my realm.
I know for a fact that there's one. I think it's part 5 where it's just so many random types of kids that are together.
Yeah.
I just don't see that happening, especially now where all kids hate everyone.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell some fat kid and then his girlfriend,
sister,
never explained.
I don't know.
Is friends with this black kid who thinks he's a gangster,
and he becomes the bully.
And he becomes the
but
bully.
Why?
Because
you know what I mean? Like, why are they stereotyping so hard?
I don't know. And like, I think Andy was perfectly justified. The kid was being a prick. He got the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
Good on you, Andy. Don't take shit from anyone.
The other thing that I'm confused about is, was his hearing aid like any major part of this movie?
No, it was not.
But they kept pointing it out.
There was one scene.
Yeah,
one
and he got
moment
knocked out of his ear.
Where, no, that was during the fight. But there was one part in the hallway where it like malfunctioned because they said that was a thing. So I thought maybe Chucky would steal a new one for him, or it would become his hearing. Instead, they did nothing.
Know. They didn't do anything. They just kept pointing it out. And again, like, you're pointing out a disability on a character that doesn't need to be pointed out that he has a disability.
Because the kid in the original was 6, and now this kid's like 14, 15.
Oh, God.
So he's got to have some kind of handicap to make it make sense.
I'm telling you, this movie's starting to go downhill for me.
Honestly, at first I was really enjoying it. Now we're picking it apart. Now
I just think that there needed to be... They had a rated R label slapped on this bad boy.
And that first kill was pretty solid.
Absolutely. But after that, it was boring as hell.
Nothing happened.
And I don't know if this is just me, so I'm going to ask you as well. Have you noticed that more and more movies are kind of ending way too abruptly?
The ending to this movie was very rushed.
I mean, it was so fast.
The trailers were great for this movie.
Yeah.
I think they were.
They did good promotion.
The teaser
with it.
trailer. I think the posters with like mocking Toy Story were great.
And did you see the one mocking Annabelle?
No, I didn't see that one. But we're going to have to check that out.
Chucky's knife cutting her with her head cut off, and it stabbed into her body.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, it looks great. It's great.
Because that comes out this week?
This weekend? I don't know.
I don't care.
I don't either.
I'm probably not going to see it.
Me either.
But
unless it's requested.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What do you want us to talk about?
Yeah.
Get on it.
Like, comment, and
I
subscribe.
kind of forgot we were doing a podcast. I was just so into this.
I know.
We're just talking.
It does happen, yeah.
Fuck, what was I talking about? I just got...
Promotion. Trailers.
Oh, right. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
got you.
My onset dementia is kicking in. A lot of the clips in the trailers were that ending where it was in like that Supermart, like kind of
weird place.
What was it called? Zedmart?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Radio Shack.
It looked like
Blockbuster.
kind of like a dollar store.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was like a dollar store and an Apple store had a love child. That's what it looked like. That was like most of the clips was it was supposed to be in there. So I thought that was going to be a big finale. I thought a lot of people were going to die. Instead, the one mascot guy got stabbed, and then that was it. Everyone else got out safely.
Yeah, everyone ran in sheer panic.
I'm
it was
sure
like
a few
exactly how you would get out if a toy was attacking someone. You just run the fuck away from it.
But like I'm thinking, he hacks into the system. Again, this is just my idea of what I would do.
Yeah.
He hacks the system before it's launched, locks all the doors, then cuts the lights, starts killing people once everyone's trapped in there.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But
and
instead, nothing happens.
What kind of Supermart place has like? Didn't they have like metal coming over
like,
the doors? Like what the hell?
It looked like a Spencer's outlet.
What is this? The Purge?
Where
all of a
it's got
sudden?
that fake,
fake
garage door metal thing.
Yeah, you're right. But is this like the Purge? They locking down all of a sudden? You know what I mean?
I don't know many dollar stores with that type of security.
Nah, that's ridiculous,
not
dude.
Recently.
One last thing before I think we give a verdict on this. Now that we've been talking, the wannabe Uber thing.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was so dumb.
It was like
it was unneeded.
Plus, why would you want that?
But it was unneeded for the story.
Yeah.
Period. Like I don't understand.
I get it. Like the cop's mom was nice, so of course she had to die.
That's fine, but have Chucky fucking kill her.
Exactly.
Stab her.
I don't know.
I'm so, that sounds terrible. But
right. It does. It does. But that being said, I think her death was weird. Not only because the mechanics of the car don't really make sense.
Right.
Like, why would he be able to turn off all the safety features? What is he, some Vietnamese sweatshop worker that can just do whatever he feels like?
Yeah, that's weird turnaround right there.
And
it all wraps back to the beginning.
I wouldn't have minded it if he was the soul inside Chucky. Was the Vietnamese guy, because he seemed pretty fucked up.
Yeah, but they didn't spend enough time with him.
No, but they didn't spend a lot of time with Charles Lee Ray, did they?
You're right about that.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Touché.
That's another thing, is Chucky's not really a character now. He's just kind of guy.
And yeah, I don't know, man. This whole thing kind of just unraveled in front of me. I'm just gonna say this: go into it not looking as a horror movie. Just go into it watching like this new like thriller flick because it's not really a horror film. There's some gore in it. Yeah, don't take your kids to go see it, but
unless you want to.
I mean, unless you're into that. But
oh wait, remember the baby that was in our theater? There was a baby, probably no older than 2, inside the theater that was crying during the entire R-rated, gory Child's Play remake.
Yep, not gory enough Child's Play.
Not gory enough Child's Play.
Yes, but for a 2-year-old probably.
Reimagining.
Oh man,
I guess.
So I have a different rating system than you. You do the alphabet system.
Yes.
The grade system.
I do.
I do the number system.
Well, then we'll do both.
But here,
okay,
it's totally different.
Oh, it is.
Because this is pick it and flick it. Or pick it or flick it?
Pick it and flick it.
So let's explain this real quick because we were on 2 separate, stories.
I don't even
the
know
other day.
if we know what's going on here.
I originally thought that pick it and flick it was you pick the movie and then you go flick the movie as like you're going to watch a flick, like they used to say back in the day.
But my assumption was that
this is great.
It's like a Siskel and Ebert thing. It's either thumbs up or thumbs down. You either pick it or you flick it like a booger.
Yep.
So
and I love that too. So it's kind of like a double meaning.
Do you want to do all 3? We can do numbers, letters, and the pick it and flick it.
I'm not gonna be mad about it
because I don't know I don't know how I feel about it enough.
Yeah.
For just the 50-50.
I think that we now have to go to our listeners once we get enough of those.
Yes.
And tell us what you like. So for now, let's do all 3, and then we'll just go to the one
from
that
there.
So
you're up first, buddy.
So I initially gave this an 8 out of 10, which is super fucking high for me. Like. I know if my friends listen to this, they're going to be like, what the? Like, that's super high. Because just for reference, I gave Infinity War a 6.5.
No, fuck. You did not like this more than Infinity War.
And that's why I'm thinking.
You're taking the piss.
And I changed my Infinity War rating later on up to a 7.5.
Oh.
Just so we're clear.
I'd give it a full fucking 10. That's perfect.
I don't even want to get into that. We'll save that for later.
Okay.
My score on this is a 6.
Wow, really?
Because after watching some other reviews, listening to more logical explanations,
I only listened to the one,
and chatting with you,
right?
It's dropped 2 points on my list.
Okay, well, I gave it a B initially, and
so an 8. See how that works?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. We'll give it. I'm looking on my 2019
of course.
movies list.
You do you.
For reference, the best movie I've seen this year so far is John Wick 3, which was an A+.
I haven't seen the first 2.
It might be my favorite one.
Oh, wow.
Ma is the worst movie I've seen this year.
Oh.
It was hot garbage. It was bad. I would say it's probably in the middle.
Okay.
Upon further inspection, I'd probably give this a C+.
Oof. So, yeah, you dropped right to where...
From a B to a C+, I think, is fair.
Okay.
Because in contrast, I gave Captain Marvel a C+, which I didn't care for when I saw it, and then kind of changed it to even lower.
Oh.
So I think a C+ is fair.
Okay. So is this a pick or a flick?
I'm going to say a flick for right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to say a pick.
Okay.
I'm saying pick because, again, go into it not expecting a Chucky movie.
Okay, well, a flick, but you watch it at home.
So it's
VOD.
like a halfway pick.
Yes.
It's a pick if you're drunk and eating pizza by yourself on the couch.
It's if you are thinking, why do I never want to support artificial intelligence? Pop this in on a Friday night when it's raining, and then go, I'm glad I don't own any of those things.
Or this is why you don't like going to the movie theaters because hot garbage like this comes out, and you can just stream it on an illegal torrent site.
Don't go to the movies because movies that are rated R for 18 years or older
have 2-year-olds.
Have 2-year-olds in it in the same movie where a fucking adulterating asshole gets his face cut off and stuck to a watermelon.
Yes. That's a thing.
One more thing is that whole
I'm glad we're going back to this.
I know, because there's so much to unpack. That whole thing of the watermelon with the face, that whole, like, subplot thing, that whole running gag was so weird.
And way too drawn out.
It's almost as drawn out as the whole fucking plot.
Yeah.
It's almost there
strange.
Up until...
It's like half the movie.
Really. It's from the guy dying up until right before the finale.
Yep.
which is a big chunk of the movie.
Yeah. I feel like we could spend a lot more time on this.
Do you want to give 3 things you liked and didn't like?
Okay.
At the end, after we give the rating?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty
That's
good.
a thing that we could definitely do.
All right.
So are we starting with things that we like or don't like?
I think like and then don't like.
Okay. So I think we should bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
This. Thing I liked the reimagining of current times in the movie as if an AI was self-aware.
Yes.
I did like that.
Me too. I think Aubrey Plaza was probably the best actress in the movie. She brought a new spunky flair that Catherine Hicks, while she was more of a working class independent mom, Aubrey was more of the sarcastic modern day
Yes.
independent woman.
I did like the fact that we had a main character, Andy, who we could not only relate with because we've been growing up in modern times with technology evolving, but you kind of felt bad for him as well. And I don't know. I feel like good, relatable main characters are a good thing. So I think they did well with him.
I think Mark Hamill was about as good of a replacement
I do too.
that you could get for Brad Dourif. He didn't sound too much like the Joker or even Luke Skywalker for me. So if I didn't know it was him, I probably wouldn't have even placed it.
That's good. Good.
Yeah.
Third thing that I liked. Let's see here.
I got one.
I know you
So,
do. You're ready to roll.
I'm
Sometimes,
fucking ready.
I liked the fact that we got a creepy, like, was he a security guard?
The cop, or he was a detective.
No, not him. The
Oh.
creepy guy who was in the basement.
Oh, the maintenance worker?
Yeah, who's just like, I like
Jack Black?
He does look like Jack Black.
I
I thought it
honestly-
was him at first.
Honestly, thought it was him.
He could easily do a School of Rock remake and we'd be fine.
They did a TV show
Let's not
of
get.
the School of Rock
What?
on Nickelodeon.
No, they didn't.
I swear to God, this is real.
We'll get into that later.
We'll do an episode on the
We're
School of Rock
gonna get into that later.
remake TV show.
I just liked how there was like this third party, like creepy dude who actually pushed forward the storyline.
He did
it was
because
getting-
Chucky would have been
would
juiced.
have been toast. And I thought that was a good spin. I know we didn't really talk about him much, but I think that was a nice kick in the ass to get the story moving forward. All right, what's your third one?
My third one
Yeah.
is that the score was fucking excellent. Score was great.
Dude,
What?
that was one of my dislikes.
Really?
Yeah, it was
I
garbage.
loved the score.
All right, so
Because I listened to a few tracks from it after I saw it,
yeah,
and it was really good.
no.
The guy who's been doing that, he's been really kicking ass.
So my first dislike is
Okay.
the music. Like I didn't
Wow.
think
What
it
a
was,
contrast.
Man,
You subverted my expectations.
I just don't think that they put enough effort into making a creepy ass soundtrack for this thing.
You really hurt me. on
I'm
this
so
one.
sorry. What's your first dislike?
Was that there was not enough worthwhile deaths after the first one.
God damn it, that's my second one.
They blew their load too early, I think.
There needed to be more and this will be my second one, but there definitely needed to be more deaths, on-screen deaths, because the ones that probably would have been more worthwhile, like the camera panned or something, you know?
Yeah.
This isn't Psycho. You don't have
Yeah.
to do the, I don't know.
The ending was very rushed, I think.
Man, tell me about it.
That's probably the biggest dislike
Yep.
for me, personally.
Yeah, and the other dislike that I did not have was the fact that we were forced, and we talked about this, we were forced with the Chucky name, man.
Yeah.
Like, that just pissed me off, to be honest.
He looked like the doll from Pinocchio's Revenge, which is what I told you when they first released the picture. I remember because I sent it to you.
Yeah.
And I said, this looks like fucking Pinocchio's Revenge.
Yeah.
Which is a great movie if you've never seen it.
I haven't seen it.
It's so bad, but so entertaining because at least from what I remember, I might be misremembering this. I saw this with my buddies years ago. I'm pretty sure this might be a different movie.
Oh,
but
boy.
for the scenes where he's running around, it's like a little kid in a mask.
Oh,
and
my
it's
God.
so poorly done that it's just amazing.
Is it Leprechaun poorly done?
No, because at least Leprechaun had good makeup.
And midgets.
Well, Warwick Davis is a dwarf. Now,
Okay,
give him
sorry.
show him
And that's true, because you know
some
what?
goddamn respect.
Isn't Wicked, isn't that Warwick
Yes,
Davis?
that's Warwick.
It's coming to Netflix this summer, isn't it?
What is? There's Wicket.
Or, I'm sorry, what's his name? Willow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
not
I don't
Wicket.
fucking-
Wicket's a goddamn...
Wicket's the Ewok.
Ewok, yeah.
Wicket was him when he was like 14.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
he was probably even smaller.
Yeah.
But now he blinks
Oh, boy.
in the special edition.
Yeah, I remember.
We're all over the place. We
I
don't know what the fuck's
It's
going
okay. This is the first official episode of Pick It and Flick It.
It's the first episode,
Pick It,
period.
Wait, is it Pick It and or Pick It or?
Pick it and.
Pick It and Flick It. Yeah.
Because I think it works both ways.
It's the only episode so far, but...
That you know of.
Oh, leading them on there.
Yeah.
But this is actually going to be a YouTube-only podcast for the time being, mainly because we're poor and also because... Why not?
Because we can.
Yeah, because we can.
I already do videos over on YouTube, so why
That's
not
true.
put an audio-only thing over there?
That's right. In case you're missing out on Luke's channel, if you're a subscriber...
And you're waiting for more content.
And you're not... If you're not a subscriber, you should be. But if you are a subscriber...
Wouldn't that be something
Yeah.
if someone finds the other channel because of this?
Oh,
Wouldn't that be something?
that'd be nice.
I doubt it.
You never know.
Life is unpredictable.
Anything can happen. My name is Luke.
My name is Vox.
And that's the first episode.
Did we just do a Freaky Friday thing
It's totally...
where we flipped?
Yes, it's totally
Whoa.
possible. Oh, seriously, subscribe. Seriously, comment. You don't have to like it if you don't want. I don't give a shit. Downvote it if you want. I just... Downvote? Is that a thing on YouTube?
I think it's thumbs down.
Just dislike?
Dislike? I
Okay,
don't know.
I'm used to Reddit. You
The
can,
red
you
arrow.
Just do whatever. Just make sure you subscribe and give us a comment on what you want us to
enjoy
talk
yourselves. Because I don't.
about. I mean, I like listening to your videos. Like, I don't
Uh-huh.
even watch them. I just
Oh,
listen
thanks.
to them. I know. I'm sorry. It's one of those things I put on, and it's just
No,
a thing.
I know a lot of people that do that actually.
So it's easy for me to do
it's
that.
okay. I'm
But
not upset.
so if you like hearing what our bullshit comments are,
If you want more confused reviews s content because I'm a lazy piece of shit and can't get videos out,
at least you're honest.
at least you have me over here on a hopefully semi-regular basis.
I would love to do once a week, man.
I think 2 a week would be bomb.
I mean, that's totally possible.
we could. I mean, look how easy this was.
It's only been 36 minutes.
Wow, it feels like 10.
Yeah, it does happen. Goodbye.
Have a good. Don't forget to wear your seatbelt and make sure your airbag's working.
And don't get in a car that's run by an AI.
I was gonna say because otherwise the the AI car will kill you.
Okay, bye.
Have a good night.